So we were talking to Cam a few minutes ago, and he said he's going to be good to go for Saturday. Does he have any restrictions for that game, or is he?
No restrictions. I mean, usually you would see him practicing and see he can't do something, but he's been practicing well the last couple of days, so he's good to go.
Mm-hmm. And he also said that you guys are going to drop an extra defensive back for that game. What is that going to be able to open up, or what are you looking to get from that?
Yeah, we're experimenting with it. All defense. I mean, there's only so many things you can do with guys on the field, right? So it just becomes body types. So, with those guys going four wides the whole game, we're experimenting around with some stuff, some different packages and everything, but it's all about execution. So you can practice it all you want to. If it doesn't look good in practice and the guys can't execute it, then that's something we won't do, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Coach Gonzalez has kind of talked about the element of surprise, and if you kind of show or 4 pass rushers at the beginning, the quarterback's going to be able to see that more. Does that kind of play in just with this decision?
Yeah, I mean, good quarterbacks, you can't be static. Good quarterbacks, they're going to look up, and if you stay in that shell, they have the answer before they even touch the ball. So good quarterbacks, you got to do a lot of things. You got to move the front, you got to change up coverages, you got to make the back end murky for him, so that way when he snaps the ball, by the time he looks up, it's not the same thing he saw pre-snap. You know what I mean?
Right.
Gordon's a really good quarterback, and obviously Leach has a history with producing great quarterbacks, so he knows what he's doing. So that's on us to make sure that we can make it harder on them in the game.
How much about this game, when they get the ball to athletes in space, is it about effort for you guys and just getting to the guy with the ball?
100%. Now fundamentals-wise, you always got to know where your help is.
Yeah.
But with a team like this, when they spread you out and it is one-on-one tackles, you have to have more than one guy there.
Yeah.
And it's going to be essential. D linemen, linebackers, DBs, we're all going to have to rally to the football. So we're all going to have to be in good spots, number one, to take care of what we're supposed to take care of. But then on the second part, we're going to have to see the ball thrown and be able to rally up and give a lot of effort.
When you look at this receiver core, is it one of the deeper in the Pac-12, or is it just because of the scheme that everyone who gets in there is going to catch passes?
Both.
Okay.
They have really good athletes, and the scheme allows them to exploit their athleticism. You got guys one-on-one in the open field. There's a reason why no matter where Coach Leach has gone, this offense has had success. You know what I mean? And you see it all the way through. You saw it at Texas Tech. You see it now at SC with those athletes. So again, you're getting athletes in a system where they put them out in open space. And it's deadly.
Herm was mentioning a couple days ago that he when you look back on the film, there were probably 8 interceptions that you guys left on the table. Yeah. Is that where you see it as too?
Yeah, it's from 6 to 8, in terms of where we think if we broke on the ball the way we're supposed to, if we catch the ball, if we don't make the wrong read, we're in this spot to intercept the ball. So there's probably another 6 to 8 on the table that we could have and should have gotten. But again, that's us as coaches making sure that those guys feel confident enough to be in those positions so they can make those plays.
How do you shore that up over a bye week? Is it just talent?
Fundamentals.
Okay.
Fundamentals and technique. It always comes back down to that. Guys in the wrong leverage. Guys' eyes in the wrong spot.
Yeah.
Guys misaligned. Guys miscommunicating when motion or shifts happen. You know what I mean? Those basic things, and that's why Coach Herm had a good thing where he, basically focused on ourselves the whole bye week. It's all about us, and we really concentrate on that. So hopefully it pays dividends later.
What did you learn from the self-scouting?
That we have a chance. Again, in every game, there's a couple drives that got away from us. Even in the Colorado game. Where even those you can't give up one play scores.
Yeah.
And even if you hold them to field goals, you still win by a touchdown.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's not giving up the big play, number one. And then number two is the guys are doing a nice job of picking up the versatility of the defense. Guys in different spots, guys, coach calling stuff that necessarily we haven't repped in practice, but the guys are starting to understand more, so they're putting it together on the field on the fly.
Okay.
So we can be continue to be a really good defense. It's just, again, shore up the fundamentals and techniques and continue to learn.
I know you guys had the goal of 20 interceptions at the beginning of the year. How you were talking about the missed opportunities, do you think not getting the pass rush that maybe you guys want plays into that too?
No. I mean, pass rush helps anybody, number one. But it's on us to do now. The pass rush only helps and adds to that, but at the same token, if we're not in the spot, a pass rush can get there, and if we're not doing what we're supposed to be doing, we're not going to get interceptions. You know what I mean? So it comes back to every person, every unit doing their job and doing it well. You know, and for us as coaches in the defensive backfield, we got to make sure that those guys, again, understand where we want them to be and that they're there with some confidence.
Right.
Has Kobe been a full go in practice to the point where you feel confident in him
full
on
go.
Saturday?
He's not.
Okay.
There is no issues with him. You know, what I mean, he's as tough as they come, and you'd be hard pressed to tell him he ain't gonna play.
Yeah.
There ain't no way. You know, and he's practiced well. You know
Yeah.
what I mean, it's like it never happened. So he's good.
Does he have to wear a club on around his hand?
I think he's got a brace, but it's no different than the linebacker wrist braces
Oh,
that you
okay,
see.
okay, yeah.
So he's wearing a brace, but other than that, he's using it. He's doing everything. Everything is like it never happened.
Was the experience, though, that Jack was able to get in Kobe's absence very beneficial, not only for this season, but then for next season when Kobe's gone?
Yeah, I mean, again, I can't talk about next season because you never know what happens. But in terms of now, it was a huge development, especially having to know right before the game, like, hey, look, you're up and it's you running. You know what I mean? And he made a couple critical plays in the game where, you know, tough environment, we walk out of there winners. I mean, he made a couple of really critical plays. So, again, he's a special talent, an elite defensive back, but the whole absence and everything, him just getting back his instincts back, everything, you see he gets a little bit better the more he plays. So that was huge in terms of his growth and how we want to do things here.
And then is Jordan Clark, is he kind of still projected to come back this season?
That I don't know. I just know if he's up day to day, they just tell me, hey, JC's up, JC's down, whatever it is, you know, then I go from there. Yeah.